Hello everyone, welcome to another Remnant II guide video. In today's video we're going to be talking about how to get the crown of the Red Prince. You can see it on my head now in game, and also that wonderful weapon mod, the Firestorm mod, which you see going off in the background. This stuff is not easy to get, and this is going to be a slightly longer video, but it is well worth it. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so step one, and step one is a long one. First thing you need to do is be in adventure mode on the world of Assam. Reroll your map until you get the palace courtyard starting area. Once there, travel in and get started. You will need to start and work your way through this map, and first finding the Jester. The Jester is a funny little quirky dude that you're going to find in the basement. So work your way and follow the path that I'm going to show you on screen now, and will bring you hopefully right to him if your map looks anything like mine. So up those central stairs and to the left you're going to come to this elevator. We're going to want to take this elevator down, and then you'll come to a library that looks relatively like this. Once you're in the library, take a left and go through this area. Once through this area, you want to keep, again, heading down. He's going to be in kind of the cellars. So take this left and go straight forward. You'll see the mask there. Just go right past it. Once you work up into the top area of the library, work your way to the left again and down these stairs on the left. Once you get down here, you're going to take another left by the purification station. And then you're again now in the basement area, and kind of work your way through these ads until you come to something area that looks like this, and you can see the pile of bones back there. Once I kill this guy, once you see this, that is where your Jester is going to be. There he is on top of the bones right now. Get ready with your emotes. Fun little tip here is if you emote and cheer him on and clap for him, you will actually get an amulet drop out of it, and you'll see it as we play this out. So make sure you know where your cheer and your clap is, because that's what I was doing here, because I honestly didn't know. So we want to get these ready to go, and we're going to head right in and watch his little dance, his little jig, and we're going to want to emote as much as possible until we see the amulet drop. So interact with him. He's going to do his dance. Do your emotes, and you'll get the amulet to drop just there, the Jester's bell. Perfect. So we're going to continue on. Just keep cheering him on, because look, he's doing a great job. Juggling. I don't even know where he's looking. If he's looking left, straight, who knows. But he's juggling, he's dancing around. It's fantastic. So we're going to want to just continue this until the very end. Continue to cheer him on. And then we will get our quest item, which we need to continue on into the next area, or hopefully continue on to the next area. I love these juggling skulls, by the way. So we're going to come up here and we're going to grab this magic quill. Once we have the magic quill, this helps you unlock doors within this palace area. So we're going to want to head out of his room and to the left. So you're going to see me do this right now. So head out to the left to this door here, or this half door. Once you're there, you're going to use the quill on the door, which will draw the rest of the door in and make it active. Once it's active, you're going to pass through the door. If you do not get the council chambers through this door, it is time to go back to the ward and re-roll your adventure mode again and do exactly what we just laid out in the previous 4 minutes of this video. Do it repeatedly until you get the council chambers. It's not worth trying to find them. It's quicker to do it this way. We got it on our second try. Hopefully you have the same luck. Once you're in the council chambers, I always like to interact with the stone. Interact with the stone, get the checkpoint, and move into the main hall, up these stairs into straight ahead. You're going to see 3 council members sitting there at the top of their seats. But take note of the colors at the bottom. Green on the left, red in the middle, and purple on the right. Make sure we remember that for later on. Now, there's a lot of dialogue with these 3. You don't need to listen to all of it. There's some really cool kind of lore stuff if you're into it. Fine, great. But the main thing we need to make sure we do is accept their challenge, so to speak, of discovering who has betrayed the king. So accept that, do that favor for them, accept the challenge, whatever you want to call it. Do that, because that's how you move into acquiring the assassin's dagger, and then through a few more steps, acquiring the assassin's blade. Once you've talked with them and accepted their challenge or have chosen to done in their favor, you're going to want to exit the room and kind of start exploring the entire chambers area. Once you get to a room that kind of looks like this is where you want to be. There's a mirror in front of me. This mirror is what you need. This is your next quest step. So go to the mirror and interact with that mirror, and you'll pass through that mirror, entering kind of a dark realm, as you can see on screen now. This is what we want. If we come out of this mirror and take a right, we'll go through this little door. It's in the same room, and this will return us back to the main chamber area where the next step of our quest will be. So we're going to come down here, we're going to enter in the council chambers, and you're going to want to delete everything in this room. Kill everything as efficiently as you can, and then it's going to be time to interact with the chairs that the the council members were just sitting on. So clear everything in the room as best you can, and then move on to these keys. Once you're here, approach the three different chairs and grab the keys out of them. You want to interact with each one, and then you want to place them into the correct order as was seen in the past round when you were talking to them. So this is where it comes in. So we want to put red in the middle, purple on the right. There we go. And then Psycho's got green here on the left. Once that's done, it opens up the door behind you, or behind them, and you're going to go up the stairs and into that room where you'll see the king on his throne, and he's deceased. So we're going to kind of do some parkour, come up the left side of him, up these rocks. We're going to want to jump back here, where you'll get a nice little assassin's seal ring. And then you'll also want to jump up behind him and grab the assassin's dagger, which is lodged in his back. Once you have the assassin's dagger, it's on to the next step. Now, with this dagger, you can do two things. We want to do the option where we return the dagger to Nimue. If you go back to the council and accuse the council members, you can get a different sword. You can also get a pendant through a few more actions. That's not what this video is about. So what we want to do is return to Nimue so we can get the assassin's blade. We found Nimue here on our map, and it was kind of hidden. It took us a while. So you're going to need to explore your map, explore the area as best you can, and find wherever Nimue is. We went down the elevator, and she wasn't at the bottom, so we started to go back up, very confused, and you can see there's a little secret exit here halfway. And that's where Nimue was on our menu, or on our map. So I wanted to share this with you because it took us a long time to find this. Once you find Nimue, whether she's here or in a different spot, you're going to want to purchase the assassin's blade from her. Once you're at Nimue and she has come up out of the void, interact with her and move through the dialogue as quick as possible, because this is probably the first time you've seen her. And select whatever you want here. It doesn't matter. Again, skip, and then you want to go to her crafting menu. Once you're in the crafting menu, you'll see the little note here for the assassin's dagger. But more so, if you have not grabbed what you see on screen to the left there, the hex ring, do so now. It's going to be vitally important for the final boss fight. Alright, now comes the hard part, everybody. We are on to trying to find Gilded Chambers. This took us forever. The best advice I can give you is at this point, go back to Ward 13, re-roll your map again. Don't even bother doing anything else. Just re-roll. Talk to Nimue, come back, re-roll your map until you get the Morrow Parish starting point. Once you have that, progress through the story until you get to the sanctuary. Once you get to the sanctuary, move through this process and get the 3rd floor key and make your way up to Nimue's door up here. Once you're at Nimue's door, interact. Again, go talk to Nimue. You can see a repetitive nature here. Once you're at Nimue, again, fast forward through her dialogue as quick as possible because, again, technically this is the first time you've seen her in this adventure mode. So fast forward through it, and you're going to want to say, I'm ready, send me away, right? Send me to go fight the Night Watcher. Once you're there, you're going to get sent to the Forsaken Quarter, and this is where the farm starts. You need to start looking for these Fae Doors. More so, interact with every single door you find, and hopefully you'll get Gilded Chambers in them. If you don't get Gilded Chambers, it's time to go back to Ward 13, reroll your map again, until you get the Morrow Parish starting point, and rinse repeat. We had to do this 6 times before we found our door with Gilded Chambers. It took us a while. This is what our door looked like at this very big and elaborate entrance. Once you're inside Gilded Chambers, it's time to start exploring again. First thing you want to do is go straight ahead here. There's an elevator. Go down that elevator and continue exploring until you find the Red Prince sitting upon his throne in this room here. While this cinematic plays out, I want to share a few tips and tricks that we learned for completing this fight because it is a doozy. First off, you need the Assassin's Blade in order to acquire the crown of the Red Prince, that little fiery guy. You need it, so if you don't want the crown, you can kill him however you want, but you're here anyways, and you got the blade, so kill him with the blade. Also, I would suggest a fire resistance of 10 or higher. There's a lot of fire here. The Hex Ward Ring or Purified Salves are going to come in clutch. You will acquire a lot of curse. If you can prevent that curse with the ring, great. If you don't have it, then go with the Purified Salves and use them wisely. Also, any type of healing effects, the healing shots or the medic class will come in huge here. You will take damage and you will take a lot of fire damage. So just be cautious of that. If there's anything else that anybody sees, put it in the comments below. Once you interact with him, he's going to want you to pay a toll. You don't want to do that, so refuse to pay the toll, and then you can start just going ham on him. But he's got a lot of attacks, and they hurt, people. So get in there and try your best to avoid them as much as possible. One other thing to note is that if you are going for the crown, I chose not to use my little buddy Commander here, my dog, my handler class, because I didn't want him chomping down on him when he was low and getting the kill, instead of us with our swords. So something to think about there. I am using my engineer class, but I noticed I dropped my turret early so that it doesn't kill him by accident. Continue to work your best to avoid any oncoming attacks, and then you're going to get him low, and you're going to want to kill him with the blade, as you see us attempting to do now. Drop the healing on the floor as you see it. If you have it, anything you have, you will have a few moments rest here, but try to end him quickly and efficiently, and there you have it. You're going to get the helm, and you will also get the crafting material in order to craft the Firestorm mod. So that we also get a trait point, but there's the Forlorn Fragment. That's the crafting material you'll need to craft the Firestorm mod. Once you're back at the Ward 13, you can go interact with our lovely crafting lady, who's always very thrilled to see us, and you can craft the Firestorm mod. This thing is super fun. Craft it, throw it on a weapon, and just go outside and just have some fun with it, and then go into the world and wreck things. But that's going to do it for the video today. Thank you all so much. I hope this guide helped you. If it does, please consider dropping a like and subscribing for more content from myself. Also, comment down below with any tips or tricks you might have found while trying to accomplish this. Thank you all so much. Have a good night. Bye-bye.